be going through with you some details in Excel. So I will be showing you how you convert an untidy data into a tidy data. So let's go together. In the first thing, you can see that it's written brown salty bread, and you can see that all is capital letters. I want to change it into, that's a mistake. I want to change it into the one in the blue, where first one is capital and the rest is small. The way to do that is there's a formula which is called proper. So you just type in equals proper and click that formula, right? And you select the text you want to transform and click enter. And you can see that it is transformed the way we want. Now let's look at the second one. I will do the same thing with that because the number one mistake is that it's capital letters. I'll change it into proper, select the text, enter. But there's another fault in it. You can notice that there's space between, a lot of space between brown and salty, which is not needed. To remove that, what I'll do is I'll use another formula which is called trim. I will select this and I will go to function area, okay, and I will type in trim and select that. And you notice when I select trim, it just opens a bracket before proper. So I need to close a bracket myself at the end and click enter. And you can see that the spaces in between is removed. So that's what I want. So it's corrected. I just want to point out that whenever there's two formula side by side, there should be a bracket in between, and then you need to add a closing bracket at the end. Then the formula will work. Otherwise, it will give an error. So let's go to another one, peanut butter. Now I want to change that. So simply I will use proper, and I can just click the text, click enter. So it has changed altogether, and also I don't want it bold, so it just changed from bold to normal. I can do same with rice, same with chocolate, same with toffee. So it's like it's just same thing, but here there's an error. So because you can see that the A column is all about the names, so obviously there's a name missing. So but there's an error instead. So I can just simply click here and replace this from function button to biscuits, for example. I want biscuits to be there. Just 1 second. It shouldn't be equal. Sorry. Enter. Okay, biscuits. And and then I can change it to because all is small, but I want it in proper format. So I'll just click there, click biscuits, and click enter, and it has turned the first letter into capital. Burger, the first three letters are capitals, others are small. So I will just again use proper formula, and you can see burger, and then Paul or she and everything. So the name and everything. Now, if you want the name to appear into separate boxes, you just simply go to, for example, you want it in separate boxes. You just go to data and text to columns in data tools, and then there is delimited. You need to select that. Click next, and then you just separate by space. Okay, so you can see the preview here. So Paul is in one column, O'Shea is in another column. Click next, and just finish. Okay, and so I'll just replace that. Okay, and so you can see that it has been divided into two columns. Okay, so that's fine. Now another thing I want to point out, for example, if you can see that um, if the data is aligned differently, so for example, if I can see that this B column is aligned, the data is aligned differently, so the numbers are on the left hand side, right hand side, middle, so it's difficult to read. I want it to be aligned like this. Simply I can just select all that. I can go to home. Okay, I can see the alignment here, align on the right, align in the middle, align on the left, wherever I want. Okay, so I will prefer alignment and on the right. So I've done that, so it's easier to read. Now I can notice, I can see that there is some spaces in between as well. There are blanks and everything. So I'll just select this part, okay, for example, and if I know where the blanks are, I can just go to find and go to special, right? Click blanks here and click OK. So it just focuses on the two blanks that I have. I can enter the details here, missing data or whatever, or if I don't have it right now, I can just change the color so that it reminds me that something is missing here. So these are like blank cells. I can, change it later on, whatever I want. And now I will just copy this again, right? And I want to show you one more thing. So for example, if I have data here, right? And I wanna remove the duplicates. I can simply select this data like that, and I can just go to search bar. So I just type in search if I don't find the formula where it is. Remove duplicate, and I can just say okay, and it says one duplicate found it and removed, and 8 unique remains. So so it has removed the duplicate because you notice that there was brown salty bread was twice in there, so it removed that, and so there's only one thing in all of it. So that's fine. And lastly, so that's how you basically change the make it tidy, make it presentable. This is like the first thing you'll learn, but then I will make videos on other stuff as well. Please let me know how you find it. If it's easy for you, difficult for you, please let me know. Please comment below the video, and if there's anything in particular you didn't understand, I would love to explain that further. And please subscribe my channel and like this video. Thank you.